I first discovered serendipity when I was 11. I was in the video store, and it was in the days of VHS. I had this free video coupon in my hand because I'd gotten high marks that semester. So I was feeling smart, and I picked a movie with a title that I didn't recognize, Serendipity. As I watched the movie, I was fascinated by this concept that a chance encounter could change the course of your life. Today, I am still intrigued by serendipity, but for a different reason. I've been fortunate enough in the past 3 years of my work building a global social enterprise and then supporting a global network of tech entrepreneurs in Asia and the emerging markets to have experienced serendipity very deeply. And it has begged the question, back to the characters in Serendipity who relied completely on chance for connections with the people that they met. It has made me question, in this world where swipes determine who we meet, where artificial intelligence and algorithms determine what information we read and see, is technology killing serendipity? Is it still possible to take a train ride, find a stranger across from you, discover you have amazing chemistry, and then wander the streets of Vienna for the next 24 hours talking? Well, if this is what waiting for the train looks like today, maybe not. And if this is what your Google Calendar looks like, definitely not. And yes, this is my real Google Calendar from the week of February 15th. But I'm here today to tell you that I believe in serendipity because of technology. This is a selfie roll call. On a random Tuesday in July, 109 people from all over the world participated in the first ever selfie roll call in the closed Facebook group of a community called Thousand Network. Thousand is a values-based community with approximately 1,000 members spread across 40 cities on 5 continents. The members are under 30 entrepreneurs, change makers, creatives, makers, global nomads. I became a member of Thousand in 2013, the San Francisco ambassador in 2014, and was elected to the Global Trustee Board in 2015. Now, the purpose of Thousand isn't to change the world, though many other members are. The purpose is to increase the opportunity for serendipitous connections among its members. Now, the connections are what you make of it, whether it becomes a business opportunity or just a new perspective on your life. But here's the catch. The vast majority of the 1,000 members have never met in real life. Rather, these connections are possible because of what I call digital serendipity, an existing human connection realized by digital forces. Now, digital serendipity is an enabler, but it's also grounded in human factors. And the reason why these connections work is because of a rigorous analog creation process that happens in order for you to be part of the community. I want you to tell you the story of my good friend Abinit, and he's also the global community manager for Thousand. So Abinit and Rina, they met 1.5 years ago via Twitter. And Rina, last year, she was traveling in Southeast Asia, and she happened to see Abinit's post about his new job in Bali. So they finally met in real life in the lobby of the Bali airport at midnight, talked until 7 a.m., and took one of my all-time favorite selfies. This is a photo of some of the entrepreneurs that I've been working with in Asia. They represent 14 different countries. And last week, they met for the first time in Switzerland as part of an initiative called Seedstars World. The photo quality is a little grainy, but I promise in real life it was much clearer. Because the connections among these entrepreneurs were instantaneous, almost magical. But in order for that kind of serendipitous connection to happen, there's actually a lot of behind-the-scenes engineering. So what does it take to engineer serendipity? There's 3 core components. First is a shared experience. Second, a real-life meeting. And third, a digital connection. Starting with the shared experience. In order for us to feel serendipity, we have to feel a connection was made. But that connection, you can begin that by creating a shared experience that places everyone in the same context, like being in the same year at university, joining the same community, or simply being in the same place at the same time. But in order for us to trust that that shared experience, that connection, means more than just coincidence, we have to engage in real life. We have to have a one-on-one connection. We can scroll past each other's Facebook posts and walk by each other in the hallway hundreds of times, but only when we engage directly do we start to see its meaning. The third piece is digital connection, and this one is unique to our time. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, they allow us to document this serendipitous moment, and then to relive it, to share it with others, increasing the overall magnitude and lifetime of that serendipitous connection. Now, we live in a time where technology assists us tremendously in engineering this serendipity. So what does that mean for our own human role as agents of serendipity? This is Audrey. She is one of the newest members of the 1000 Singapore Hub. With one Facebook post, she has increased her odds of a serendipitous connection with 31 individuals, total strangers, and inspired others to do the same. What will you do as an agent of serendipity? My 11-year-old self, to be honest, didn't do much. But she was really intrigued by the tagline of the movie she'd picked out. Can once in a lifetime happen twice? I'll admit, there's something magical about the once in a lifetime moment. You don't expect it. You don't know when it's going to happen again, so you don't take it for granted. You live in the moment. Isn't it ironic how we plan our days to the hour when really we long for this serendipitous moment that could change everything? Digital serendipity has increased all of our odds for this kind of serendipitous connection that could change the course of our lives. Now, with machine learning, artificial intelligence, mixed with human creation, the possibility of a meaningful match has increased tremendously. But it all begs the question. Now that we have technology as a resource, how much control do we really have anymore? You see, the secret of serendipity is that it isn't so serendipitous at all. We must choose to see the serendipity in a moment. We must choose to speak to that intriguing stranger next to us on the train. We must choose to admit to ourselves and to each other that we felt a connection. We must recognize in a moment that we've experienced serendipity. And yes, it may require us to lift our heads from our phones more often, to reflect a bit longer on a Facebook post, to leave some room in our calendars for chance encounters. Technology makes it easier, but serendipity is up to us. Thank you.